Good morning. I, Sanjeev Kumar, today present Peter Hollins' Half a Million Books Sold. The Science of Self-Discipline. The willpower, mental toughness, and self-control to resist temptation and achieve your goals. Self discipline is not only the goal but also the journey. Noted author and speaker Jim Rohn once said, "We must all suffer one of two things, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret." The focus of this book is to ingrain self discipline and willpower as an unconscious habit to ensure that you can consistently achieve your goals and live without regret. Waking up 5 minutes earlier in the morning may not mean much on a daily basis, but it may very well have a huge cumulative effect that leads you to the path of success. Rather than an unchanging trait such as eye color that stays the same throughout life. Self discipline is thus more of a muscle that can either disintegrate or be developed depending on how you exercise it, just like how the athlete warms up and stretches her muscles before a race. Self discipline is a quality to be honed. With the right technique and consistent practice, you can get better at the art of self discipline. Important Marshall Mello experiment. In this study, researchers had children choose between eating a marshmallow now versus waiting for the examiner to come back and get two. Have two marshmallows then. In other words, the researchers tested the children's capacities for delaying gratification. Focus is one of the main pillars of self discipline. A person who lacks the ability to focus is almost certainly one who will also lack discipline. Focus itself is dependent on something that neuroscientists call executive functions. Psychologist Roy Bumister conducted a study in 1996 measuring the phenomena of what's known as willpower depletion. He gathered 67 study participants in a room with freshly baked cookies and sweets, as well as some bitter radishes. Some lucky participants were allowed to indulge in the sweet treats, while the subjects in the experimental condition were asked to eat only the radishes. The latter thus had to exercise their willpower. Unsurprisingly, the radish eaters were less than pleased. The participants who had eaten only radishes made for fewer attempts at solving the puzzle and gave up in less than half the time relative to those who had been allowed to eat the sweets. The radish eaters' willpower was depleted, exhausted, and they were ready to just take the path of least resistance. Willpower is a limited quantity, and as it can be drained, we must be careful with it, lest we fall prey to temptation with good timing. According to psychologist Teresa M. Bile and Stephen Kramer, 95% managers wrongly believed that their employees were most motivated by making money, getting bonuses, and earning promotions. But the truth is, people were most incentivized to work by the feeling of making consistent progress toward meaningful goal. Self-discipline is important, but so is having a proper motivation to make self-discipline easier to practice and maintain. When you have a deep understanding of the purpose behind your actions and a clear vision of what you want to achieve, then it becomes second nature for you to find the fuel to keep up your efforts and persist until you reach your goal. Discipline equals freedom. Jocko Willink, former Navy SEAL commander. The 40% rule. It says that when an individual's mind beings telling them that they are physically or emotionally maxed out, in reality, they have only pushed themselves to 40% of their full capacity. The legitimacy of the placebo effect suggests that your mental strength and toughness play a big role in physical abilities. In other words, if you believe, it will be. The 40% rule and the placebo effect both ultimately shows that all of us are more capable than we give ourselves credit for. Thank you. Remaining parts in next episode. I, Sanjeev Kumar.